Jai Guruji Maharaj, Shukrana Guruji Maharaj. With folded hands and gratitude in my heart, I bow to the lotus feet of our beloved Guruji. With his divine grace and due permission, I would like to start the reading of today's chapter number 25 and Satsang number 21 from the holy book Light of Divinity. We are because he is. Guru Govind do khade kake lagum paaye, Govind se Guru bade jo Govind dikhaye. In these lines, Kabir wonders whose feet he should touch when both God and Guru are before him. Then he realizes that without the blessings of the Guru, one cannot get to Govind, God. In our case, however, there is no confusion. Guruji is God. I first heard about Guruji when I used to visit my maternal uncle, Colonel retired S.K. Joshi. That was around 1996, and the cynical youth in me would not allow me to place my full faith in Guruji. It was the first week of April 1997 when I had my first darshan of Guruji in Chandigarh. He asked me where I had come from, and I told him that I was Colonel Joshi's nephew and had come from Jaipur. He placed his palms on my head and said, Kalyan ho. Blessings. 2 days later, when I returned to Delhi, I had a job offer I was looking forward to. Instant Kalyan, you see? And this, when I had refused Chai Prasad and Langar in Chandigarh. Guruji's darshan did not change me much. Some more time was to pass before I realized his omnipotence. Even this is preordained by Guruji. Meanwhile, Guruji shifted his abode to Delhi. I frequented Delhi, but for almost 2.5 years, I did not go for his darshan. By this time, my sister and mother had become fully devoted to him. I was still my old self. My mother and I had been looking for a match for my sister for 2 years. Then in April 2000, a call came from my sister's father-in-law-to-be saying that they wanted the match to be finalized. My sister was in Delhi at that time and showed Guruji the prospective groom's photo. Guruji simply said, Changa munda hai, he is a good boy, and our worries disappeared. The marriage was finalized for January 2001 with Guruji's blessings, and my perspective began to change as events unfolded. The marriage was to be held at the grounds of the school where my mother teaches. After discussions with the caterer, we decided on the location of the tandoor and the cooking area. 3 days before the wedding, the school director, a devotee of Guruji, came and told us that Guruji had told her in her dream to change the location of the cooking arrangements. Though I did not think much of it, my mother immediately changed the area where the kitchen was set up. The marriage went off very well, and even today people talk of the delicious dinner. Such incidents only emphasize or rather point to Guruji's omnipresence. However, then I was still myself cynical and unbaptized in faith. 15 days after my sister's marriage, I changed. I was returning from my office on my bike. I was on the highway and it was quite late in the night. Suddenly, a street dog collided with my front wheel. I was at such a speed that had even a pebble hit the wheels, I would have been thrown off balance. A roadways bus was breathing down my neck, and had I tripped over, that would have been the end. But with Guruji's blessings and to the surprise of the few onlookers, I did not lose balance and survived. I felt like saying thank you God and bowed my head in front of a temple en route to my house. Just then, Guruji's fragrance wafted through the air. At that very moment, all my reason or cynicism left me, and I bowed my head mentally to Guruji. The transformation from a cynic to a follower was almost instantaneous. 10 minutes to a marriage. Soon I was transferred to Rewari on the Jaipur-Delhi highway and came for Guruji's darshan more frequently. Now my mother was worried about getting me married. One day when my mother and I were at my uncle's place, my maternal aunt's cousin was also there. In the evening, we went for Guruji's darshan. After Langar, when we were all sitting around Guruji, he called me and asked me to press his feet. A few minutes later, he asked my maternal aunt's cousin Jaya also. And then 10 minutes later he said, "Shadi kar lo, get married." Marriages are made in heaven. I certainly do not doubt it. That is how my maternal uncle and I became brothers-in-law. Effect, Guruji is not beyond rubbing in. I have often heard in satsangs that he knows all your thoughts, but it is much more than that. All our thoughts are his. How can you think beyond the fountainhead of all thought? How can you act beyond the fountainhead of all activity? How can you exist in separation from the soul of the universe? It is simple. We are because he is. The facts, of course, might not be known to us or even acknowledged, but we all exist due to oneness with him. The few who are privileged to have his darshan or whom he indulges by letting them smell his fragrance or by visibly touching their lives are blessed manifold. I cherish every moment of my life when after smelling his fragrance I search for his source only to realize the source is divine. The miracles attributed to Guruji are miracles only because they are premised to be impossible. I, for one, have been trying to invest my faith in Guruji by believing that what I am and what I have, both thoughts, are blasphemous, are Guruji's will. Recounting my experiences of Guruji's blessings is a never-ending exercise. Since memory cannot go beyond the time of birth, I would say I have been blessed by Guruji in being born in this world, being born to my parents, having the set of friends I have, blessed in having the upbringing that I have had, blessed in picking up a disease and being cured thereafter, blessed in having met an accident and having recovered thereafter, blessed in having a wonderful sister and brother-in-law, a wonderful wife and cute daughter, and truly blessed in having the blessings of Guruji. I bow my head to Guruji for allowing me to have his darshan in this lifetime and only wish that he will continue to bless us. I pray that he keeps our entire family at his feet. Jai Guruji. Satsang of Bhavesh Pandey, Senior Executive with Indian Oil Corporation. With this, I would seek forgiveness from our beloved Guruji if there was any mistake in the narration of this beautiful divine satsang. Also, I would like to seek forgiveness from each and every one of you for the same. See you all in the reading of next beautiful satsang from the Divine Holy Book Light of Divinity. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you each and every one of you.